and we were talking about the smart form, right? Let's directly go into the smart form. /n smart forms is the name of the transaction for the smart form, and there we'll do some more stuff. Go into the change mode. At the same time, I will also open the driver program and we will see what we have done yesterday, and ahead of that we will see the remaining part today. So this is the driver program which we have created. It's taking some time, just a second. Yeah, it's open now. Let's run this. It's inactive, so we have to first activate this one. Oh, fine. So what we're doing that we're trying to dynamically populate the address, right? That's what we're trying to do in our last class. So we have defined our requirement that first we have to get the billing document number, right? First we have to get the billing document number from here, the selection screen. So some document number, and whatever the document number we have, corresponding billing address, bill to, all those things we'll have to display also for that billing document number, right? Where we'll get all the information. We have the table called BBRP, BBRK. BBRK is the header table, BBRP is the line item table. Okay, so header table will contain the header information like bill to, ship to, from which place it has been shipped. So such kind of main information like the header information, right? The header information it will contain. That's the meaning of the header. And what's the meaning of item? So if you see your invoice, you might have observed, if you see one invoice, just a second. So yeah, let's suppose this is your invoice. Okay, so in invoice, when you see that, it will be divided into two parts. Okay, it is divided into two parts. One is the header part over here. In this header part, you will be having some bill to address, the person who is shipping their address, and here they will be having some logo, right? And here, what are the item has been shipped, that item information. Suppose you have multiple item, that multiple item information it will be having over here, right? Item number one, item one information, how much amount, how much quantity, right? Item two, and then it will be having the item three. Okay, and here at the last it will be having the total how much amount actually he has to pay. Okay, so whomever we send this particular invoice document, total amount at last we'll calculate and we tell that this much amount he has to pay. So here for the item, suppose 1000 amount, 1000, and for the second item amount is 2000, And for the third item, suppose amount is 3000, so total it's going to be 6000. Like that we'll have to tell. Okay, so somewhere will be invoice number also, right? Here will be bill to, ship to, logo, and somewhere the detail will be also, right? The detail will be also that what is the invoice number, what is the company code from where it has been shipped. So such kind of information will be also there, right? So let's see here, and you can see that here we are keeping this, we are having over here the header information, right? We are having here the whole header information. Here be seller address, bill to, logo. So invoice number and all also we are supposed to give. So maybe here itself we can prepare one window and we can give the we can in a small we can give the invoice number, right? That we will see where we can do, or somewhere else we can prepare some detailed window. So actually customer will tell you like how he wants to look, how he's willing to look his invoice. Okay, so that we will do, that we will do. Currently what actually we are trying to do, that we are trying to populate the output. Let me run this report driver program, run this one once again, and currently the hard coded address is coming. The hard coded address is coming. Okay, what I want, based upon the invoice, we want this address here, right? This is the this address is what, this is the seller. The first one is the seller address, another one is the bill to address, right? So this is the bill to address, this is the seller address, right? This is the bill to, this is the seller. This is kind of address we are having, and we are just going to display. This is the logo. Here we are going to give the item information, right? So what I mean to say that here, if you can see that this bill to is not properly identifiable, right? Here, somewhere if it is bill to will be there, we will be able to understand, oh, this is the bill to, right? So that's information I want to give, right? That information I want to give. This address number here, you can see that we have given some hard coded address, right? This 121, this was the hard coded address, and that address actually the system is taking and displaying. This I want to make it dynamic. So two requirement, I want to make it some, like I want to tell that it's a bill to ship to address, right? This one I want to tell to the system that this is a bill to ship to. What I will do, that I will create a text element, right click over here, create, and click on this text button. Okay, so just before the address I will create one text, double click over here. Okay, uh it's not coming anything. Why? I'm expecting to open that word. Yeah, now it's coming under the general attribute. This is what I was expecting. Okay, and the font is very bigger. Let me see if I have some. H0 is for the header, P1 is for the address purpose. I will use this one for the address one. The smaller one I would require. Here I will give just simply that bill to information, bill to and ship to, both information I want to put together, bill to and ship to. That's it. Just save it. So just before the address I have given this text to, so what it will happen, that first bill to and ship to will be printed, and then after that address will be printed. Activate this one, activate this one, and now let's go and run that driver program, and let's see how the output is coming. Run this and let's observe. So you can see that bill to and ship to is now showing. I want to mark it in a bold color. Okay, I want to mark in bold color because it's not looking good, right? It's not looking good, or some So what we can do that, we know that what we can do. Can you tell me what's the approach I will follow?
Go to smart forms and click create a smart style.
Yes, we'll create one smart style, we'll create one different paragraph, and that paragraph will be using we'll create one more paragraph, and that paragraph I'm going to use. Go to this paragraph format. Okay, I will show you how to use this character format also. So first I'm going to use this paragraph format, and here I will use the P2. Okay, H0 P1 P2, and here this I want to display some the bold text. For the bold text, bold and italic way, italic. For that purpose I'm just going to use this one. Left align, that's fine. Left margin I will keep it 0.1 or just leave it there. Itself will give the gap what we require. Indentation and all is not required. Go to this font and the font family is fine. Font size, I'll make it little larger. It became small. 20. Let us see how it. Yeah, it's a bigger now. Let me give the 16 and we'll see. Yeah, this is fine. 16 looks good to me. Everyone is having their own choice. You can use bold and italic, both I will mark bold and italic. Just save it, and I'll put the color also. Okay, let's put the color. I'm going to put this color. Okay, save it.
Okay, use the underline also.
Okay, I will use this underline also. Okay, just save and activate this one. It is now activated. Come over here, and once again let's go back and run this. It's not showing because we are not using this P2 in the smartphone. We must have to use there as a here we'll come and use that P2. So we need to refresh this one. So come to this web properties, and again I will come to general attributes so that it will get refreshed. Come to this general attributes so that it will be refreshed, and here it's not coming. Okay, let me go here, or I will just click on the save button, and then again I will try to do. We have activated over there, so I believe this time it should come. Build to and ship to, and yeah, here you can see that P2 is coming over here. So as soon as I have selected, it's coming to this format. Fine, it's good. Just save it and activate it. Click on this activate button. I have clicked on activate, and now let's go back here and press F8, and let's see how it's coming. And build to and ship to is coming like this. This is also not looking good. Okay, this is also not looking good. So you can make it beautiful. Okay, you know how to make it beautiful. You can make it beautiful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this underscore, and I would like to keep this one in a single statement, means the single line. A double line, this is creating the problem. So let's go and do this one. Let's go and do this one. So I'll once again go over here. I'll decrease size to 13. Okay, and underline I will just remove, and maybe color also I will keep the black only. Okay, it's not looking good, this color, so I have just removed the color. Or if you just remove this color also, by default it will take the black. Come over here, and once again I'll go back, and we will see how it's coming. Okay, and this time it looks better than earlier. Bill to and ship to, and this is coming like this. Okay, so bill to and ship to is coming like this. Fine, this is acceptable. Okay, it looks better than earlier. Now what I'm trying to do that bill to and ship to, we have given this one. Here I have to give what information? The company address, the seller information. So the seller information, I will create one here, right click and create over here. Sorry. At this point of time, I don't want to give the address. I have to create actually one. So leave that address as it is, no problem. Create and click on this text. So just I'm going to create one address, and in this text, I'm going to give the seller information. Okay. I'm going to give the seller information. Seller address is also required, right? Suppose if you have to raise some query or again you have to send something you require. Here I'm going to give that seller information. This is how typical invoice will be there. Seller information, give some meaningful name over here. Seller information. Save it. And choose that style which we have created, P2, bold and italic. Here we will write that seller information. Seller info. That's it. Seller info. Save it and activate it. Okay. So a smart form refreshment takes some time. It's normal. So instead of saving, maybe directly we can click on this activate button. Okay. So activate button will directly do both the things, save and activate. Okay. If we click on this activate button, so I've clicked on the activate, just go back and run once again. It's not coming. That means it is not activated at this point of time. Okay, now also it's not, some error is there, you can see that. Okay, this address, because you have not given anything. Let me delete this one. Later I will give. And this time I will click directly on this activate button. Just go back over here. Meanwhile, that will be getting activated. And here you can see that seller info is coming, right? And just below this, I will give the seller info. So to get the seller info, yesterday I have drawn one diagram, right? I have drawn one diagram that how to get the seller info. Okay, I don't remember, but let me show you how the flow will be, how to fetch the data. So what actually you'll have to do that, you'll have to go to the VBRK table. You'll have to go to VBRK table, and from here you will pass the VBELN. Once you will pass the VBELN here in this VBRK, okay, you will get the company code information. Company code is the place from where the this is the legal place from where they supply. So one company can have multiple company code. From there they will be supplying. Actually all the financial calculation is done based upon the company code. Okay, so from here I will get for this particular BBLN what is the company code. So the bookers I will find. Once you identify the bookers, you are having one table called T001. Okay, T001. You can go to the table T001, and from here you can find the address number, and that address number you will have to this address number. In this T001 you will get ADRNR This address number you will have to pass where? You have to pass here. That address number you'll have to pass. For the seller information I'm talking about, how to get the seller information. Okay, so I'll create one address, and here for this seller address, okay, seller address, and that seller address number I will put it over here. So dynamically we will put it over here, right? So let me give that value as a WA underscore, or I will just give that, seller address, seller underscore address ampersand. Okay, this is the seller underscore address. The seller underscore address I will get from where? From the program. So go to this form interface, okay, form interface, and seller underscore address. Define one, define one variable, the same variable which I have used over here, seller underscore address, type, and this address will be of how many characters? The seller address, this is the seller address, is nothing but the seller address number. Okay, the seller address is nothing but seller address number. So it will be, let's go and check the data type of this address number. Okay, so come over here. From ADRC we can go and check the address number data type. This is the address number, double click, and the data element is AD underscore ADDRNUM. So this information I will put it over here, data element. Save it. So under the importing parameter, I have defined the seller underscore address. Now the seller underscore address I will calculate from my program and I will pass it over here. So I'll just go to my program. So this is my program. Actually, just go back, and I'm going to pass that address. Okay, so where you will be passing this address? So in a smart form, you have defined one parameter over here, right? You can see that you have defined under the import parameter, right? Import parameter you have defined. So once you have added one parameter and you once you will activate this one, what will happen that in the function module, one extra import parameter will be added. If you press F8, you will see that in this function module, if you click on this display button, one extra import parameter will come. Okay, I've just clicked on, just to go to the import, and here you can see that seller address has come, right? This extra parameter, what I will do that I will put it over here, and this value I will pass it from here, from the program. Okay, in the program. So in the program I will create one GVADRNR, and this value how to fetch, just see the logic how to fetch. Here I have written the logic, right? BBRK, get pass this VBELN to BBRK and get the company code, that means bookers, right? So flow I have written, hope this flow is clear. Once again I'm going to present in a better way. It's a little confusing. I'm trying to present in a better way. Okay, this is my table. Which table? This is the VBRK table. Here in this VBRK table, I'm going to pass what? VBELN. Here you are going to pass the VBELN, this value. Once you pass this VBELN, that means the billing document number, you have to get what? You have to get the bookers company code. Once you get these bookers, you'll have to pass these bookers into what? You have to pass these bookers into T001 table. Okay, so once you pass these bookers to T001, you will get the ADRNR, this address number. and this address number you will be assigning to which value? This address number you are going to assign to which value? This address number you are going to assign to this value. This one gv underscore address number just I have declared, right? This I will have to assign. So this is the flow you'll have to do. Okay, come over here and let's do this. Copy this and here declare this data, control V, type, and what's the data element? So the data element, if you see here, this is the data element, copy from here. So same, it should be the same. I have defined it. Now I'll use the perform get seller address. One subroutine will be creating, double click. Okay, create this subroutine. In the main program itself, I'm going to create this one. Now select. So just observe this, just see this one, what I've written. From the VBRK, you have to get the bookers. So select bookers from VBRK, where select bookers from VBRK into data. I'll use the inline declaration. Why to again declare this bookers, or you can explicitly, declare this bookers. I'm going to use the inline declaration. Okay. So data LV underscore bookers where what? VBELN equals to P underscore VBELN. So whatever I'm getting the VBELN in this parameter, just I have defined this parameter, right? So based upon that parameter, I'm going to get the company code. Once I get the company code, that means if size sub RC equals to 0, right? This check I'm just doing means if this is successful, then only there is a meaning to go ahead, right? So once you got the bookers, right? Once you got the booker, then select ADRNR from which table? T001 into what we have defined this GV underscore ADRNR. Copy this one. So inline declaration is not required over here. Already have defined this variable, so I can use directly, right? Okay. And here in the first statement, we will have to use the @ keyword. Okay, @ keyword, because this is the local variable. This is the ABAP variable. We know this fact, right? @ we have to use. And this is the new syntax I'm using here. Also you'll have to use the @ because P underscore VBLN is the ABAP variable. So whenever you are going to use the new OpenSQL, you will have to use throughout the new OpenSQL golden rule, right? Here select ADRNR from T001 into GV underscore ADRNR where what? Bookers equals to LV underscore bookers, this value. Okay, can you tell me this syntax is the old syntax or the new syntax? Any one of you? This
Old
is the
syntax.
old, huh? Yeah, this is the old. If you want to make it new, simply put @ over here. This will become the new OpenSQL. Okay, if you have the multiple field, you will have to put from the comma in between. You will have to give the comma, but here only single field you have. All right, so if you want to treat this one as an old syntax, new syntax, just you will have to use the @, or here you can just give simply, it will be having like a old syntax. Okay, so not a problem. Old syntax or new syntax based upon a requirement you can use, right? Now here let's see, it's giving some error. Okay, why this error? Because better I'm going to use a single over here, because otherwise you'll have to give the select after end select if you don't give the single. Okay, here also give the single because this is the key field. in the BBRK table. So you can use the single over here. It will improve the performance also. Okay. Single, select single here also, because the bookers is the key field in T001. You can go and check. Okay. Check the syntax now, and this is fine. And GV underscore ADRNR is now we are getting, right? Now we are getting. Okay. Now we are getting. Now this GV underscore ADRNR, I'm passing it over here. So based upon the VVELN, based upon the billing document number, you are going to display the output now. Okay, you are going to display the output now. I want to get the search help, right? What I will do that, you can go here. Currently search help is not coming for this parameter. Why? Because there might not be any search help. You can see that there is no search help, right? So I will try to put that table BBRK hyphen BBLN, so that suppose if some double click on this BBRK, and we will see that for this particular table, if some search help is attached. So if some search help will be there, it will come automatically, right? So come over here, entry help or check, right? And explicit search help parameter is attached over here for this BBLN. So our work is now done. Now it will show you the search help. So from there, we will just select some entry for the VBLN. Okay. So it will be easy for us. Press F8, and now the search help is coming. Press F4, and here I'm going to select some search help. Okay. So for this VBLN, let us see if some valid entry and all is there or not. And you can see that here the seller info is coming, right? Here the seller info is coming. The output is not coming properly because, can you tell me how to get the output properly? Right, yesterday I have shown you.
We have to
Yesterday.
select the parameter one.
Very good, others, very good. So we have to select the parameters. That's right. Answer. Come over here, go to this, select this P2, right? We were P1 or P2. I think P1 it was, right? It was a P1. I'm just going to use the P1. Today we have created the P2. P1 I'm going to use and activated also. Run that program. Go back and run this. And nice. Here you can see that seller info is coming now. The bill to and ship to is also coming. The logo is also coming. Invoice note. The bill to and ship to also, this also will have to make it dynamic for that particular, for that particular billing document number. Okay. So it seems for the maximum billing document, the company code is 1000 only. That's why everywhere it is coming. Okay. Let's go into the debugging and I will show you. So where is the program? Here is the program. Just go back. I will put the breakpoint. Okay, come here and we'll put the breakpoint. Run this. Give some data. I'm going to take some another data. So 189. I'm selecting. Press F8. So it seems for the maximum VBLN, only 1000 is the company code. Press F5 here and select single. It is successful. Size hours is successful. LV underscore bookers, and here also 1000. Okay. So for maximum VBLN, for like almost all the billing document has been sold through that 1000 company code. Okay. Press F8, and that's the output is coming. So fine, there is no problem. This bill to and ship to, I want to make it dynamic. Okay. come here, and now what I will do that, go to here, this bill to ship to. Here I will give that, under the ampersand. Remember that you'll have to give under the ampersand. Okay, bill to ship to, or simply I will give the bill to. Okay, bill to. This is the variable I'm using it over here. Go to this form interface, double click. Here also we need to define one variable, bill to type, and here for this bill to address, this is also address number only, right? Bill to address number, bill to address number. Let's make the name little more readable. ADRNR, I'm just bill to ADRNR. Okay, bill to ADRNR, same name I will use it over here, bill to ADRNR. Okay, save it, and now I'll go to that program, activate this one, and let's go to that program. Come here, this is the program. This program I will define one more data over here, GV bill to ADRNR, type AD underscore ADDRNUM. Okay, so now this is, I will populate and pass it over here. Okay, I will populate and pass it over here. So this, what was the name? Come over here into this form interface, and I'll copy bill to address number. I'll paste it over here, and this data I will pass. Okay, the same step I have followed, what I have done over here, and this I will populate. Okay, so I'll create one more perform get bill to address, okay, double click. So how to fetch the bill to address? To fetch the bill to address, I will show you how to fetch. Okay, BBRK table /OSC11, go here, BBRK, come over here. In this BBRK table, you can see that, take any of the BBELN. For example, I'm going to take some BBELN 2, run it. There is no BBELN called 2. Press F8, double click, and here you will get that KU NRG kind of field you will get, KU NRG, okay, or KU double NR. This also you can get. Okay, let me check actually the name of the field. So name of the field will be something like pair. What will be the name of the field? Pair. Let me search that. What is the pair field? Pair. This is the pair. Okay, so this is the bill to, and this is the ship to, shoal to party. If you want to populate this shoal to also you can populate. You can create one more window. Okay, and there you can. So it depends like how the customer requirement is there, accordingly we can prepare the best design. KU energy is the field. Let's go and search this field. Okay, effect, double click, KUNRG. Somewhere that field will be there, KUNRG. Here just look left, just look into left, you will get that, because this field was there, right? This is okay, R310. This is the KU energy field. This is the customer actually, KU energy. This is the bill to address. This is the bill to party actually, not the address, bill to party. And for this bill to customer, I want to see the address. How to find the address for this? How to find the address for this? Huh? For what is the table for the
Go to
customer? If you don't, huh?
entity here.
Yeah, go to entry helper, check, and here you will can get KNA1 is the table. Okay, so generally this is very popular table. KNA1 is the customer master data. So we know that that KUNRG will have to pass into this Kunar field. There the name is different, but here it's a Kunar, KUNNR. Okay, give the value over here, that value R310, and check it. This Kunar must be here. Okay, and get the address number from here. Okay, here the name one, OTR, PSTLG, all these things is there. Double click here, somewhere you will get the ADRNR here also. Okay, ADRNR. Look for the ADRNR, and that field we will be passing into that. Okay, so I'm just trying to look into the ADRNR field. ADRNR, ADRNR. It must be here. That field I'm not able to find. Let me do one thing. I will first get sure that if that field I'm looking into is the correct field or not. ADRNR. Okay. And it is there. You can see that address number. I'm looking for the address number because with the help of address number, it's easy for us to display, right? So address number is here. So go here, and better I will come over here, format list, choose field. So many field is coming which is confusing me. I will choose the corner and I will select the ADRNR. Searching is easy. I will select this, I will search it. It's in beginning only. Apply this and press F8. Only 3 fields will be able to see, and you can see that here the address number is coming, and this address number again we can pass to the smart form, and the rest of the things will be taken care by the system. Now I told you that select, right? Select what? KUNRG from which table? From the VBRK table, VBRK into data GV underscore KUNRG, GV underscore KUNRG, where BBELN equals to P underscore VBELN. Okay, so I'm getting this GV underscore KUNRG. Once I get this one, and if size, that means if size sub RC equals to 0, and if in that case, what I will do that I will put another select query. Okay, I'll put the another select query on which table? On KNA1 table, right? Select ADRNR from KNA1 into GV underscore, what is the this? Actually we have defined this GV will to address number. Put that one where Kunar equals to GV underscore KUNRG, full stop. Pretty printer. Okay, again you'll have to use a single. Here also you'll have to use a single. Our work will be done. Our work will be done. Okay, our work will be done. Check the syntax, and inline declaration must be escaped. Okay, because we are using the inline declaration at the rate we'll have to use, because this is the above variable. So here also at the rate, and here also both the place will have to use the at the rate. Check the syntax now. This is fine. Activate it. Now activated, and once it is activated, now your work is done. Now your work is done. Activate this one, complete program and press F8, give this value, and let us see how the address. And this time you can see the seller info is FIMA, this company code, and bill to is FIMA, Omega, software, hardware, marketing. This is different this time. Name the data, how the data is there, accordingly it is coming. Okay. So from the address number, you can now populate the address information. Okay. So remaining part, like how to populate the item data and all, how to sum and all, we will be looking into the further classes. Okay. Here one more thing I will share you. Can you tell me this programming is efficient? Is this programming is efficient for from like a developer point of view, from ABAP perspective? Is this programming is efficient? Here also we are putting the select query on BBRK. Here also we are putting the select query on BBRK. And both the select query is going to get execute. I will show you. Put the breakpoint over here. Put the breakpoint over here. Okay. Both the select query is going to get executed. Okay. Two times you are hitting the same table. Okay. Two times you are hitting the same table. Of course, you have to get the different data, right? For that purpose you are hitting. But is it not possible to get both the information in a single time, right? Is it not possible to get both the information in the single time? Okay, I'm pressing F8. You can see that first time here at the line number 69, VVRK, I'm hitting it over here, right? I'm hitting it over here. VVRK, I'm hitting one here and press F8 once again, right? And here also you can see again I'm hitting this VVRK. Very bad programming. Okay, very bad programming, right? Of course I have to get the data. Of course I have to get the data, different data, right? But it is not recommended to hit two times the same table, right? So what we will do that both the information I will get in a single go. Okay, so here itself I will go this KUNRG. Okay, because where condition is same, right? Where condition is same in both the scenario. So I will keep it over here, give the comma because new open syntax, right? And into the data, this will now become your what? This will now become your structure. This will now become your structure because two fields is there, right? And this LV underscore bookers, now what you can do that data LV underscore bookers, so automatically this will be declared equals to use this structure control V hyphen, and what is the field which I am getting here? I'll have to use the what? I'll have to use the bookers, right? So I will pass the bookers over here. From that structure I will get the bookers. That's it, right? That's it. That's it. So this is fine. And now in this structure we are having the data already into this structure ls underscore bookers. So what I will do that I will declare one global, this gv underscore ku energy. I will comment this one. Okay, I will comment this one and I will declare this gv underscore ku energy one global variable gv underscore ku type ku and this gv underscore ku this also I will get it over here. Okay, gv underscore ku you can make this program more readable, more good in a more good way. Here I'm telling what get seller address, right? And here I'm doing some another more stuff. So from previous coding point of view, this naming convention was good, but now at this point of time this is not good. I will correct this now itself. In 5 minutes we will correct this one and I will show you how we can make it more readable and more better. So ls underscore bookers, this name is also not good, right? Here we are getting KUNRG and bookers, right? So better we can give KUNRG and bookers both, okay, or some generic name which will tell that okay we are getting both the information. Okay, so KUNRG and bookers, copy this. Here also you'll have to change now then, and here also you'll have to change, and now KUNRG full stop. Okay, so this data we got now JV underscore KUNRG, and I have removed this. You can see that I have removed this one. The select query is not now required, and here we are populating this GV underscore KUNRG, GV underscore KUNRG, right? So no problem. It's good now, right? So we have avoided one select query, unnecessary select query. Double hit on the same database table is not a good practice. Okay, check the syntax now. It should not give any error. Activate this and your work is done. And press F8 and get some data. Press F8 because we have put the breakpoint. You know, it's stopping over there, but it will not stop 2 times, right? Means it will not hit 2 times. It may stop 2 times because 2 times breakpoint is there, but it will not hit 2 times because one of the select query I have commented, and you have improved the performance now, right? You have improved the performance now. Okay, you can see that here seller info, and it's giving you the output over here. You can check now. Remove this breakpoint from here. So in a single selector, all right, in the single select I'm getting this 2 data. Why? You are saving the network connection resources, network resources you are saving. When again you are putting the select query, you know, again we are consuming the network resources. That was not good. That was not good. This is good. This is very good. Okay, now let's keep the change a little bit better. So here what we are getting the information based upon the functionality you are performing over here. You can, you know, so what you can do that, get bookers and KUNRG. You can write the name like this, get bookers, get uh, get bookers. You can keep some better name also, you know, some meaningful name, some good name. At least get bookers and KUNRG is fine. Okay, and now you know I'm getting over what I'm getting this one, and this particular things I will doing for what purpose. This particular thing I'm doing for, you know, uh, Control X, and here I will write the get seller address. Okay, perform get seller address. Okay, so come over here and let me do one thing, Control V, and get seller address is fine. Only this I will put and keep into the what? I'll keep into this get bookers and cooners. Yes, create one or more. So based upon a requirement, you can just, you know, make your program modularize and you know, more readable. So you might not be able to understand because you are not doing, I'm doing, and I'm more connected with this coding here. So you might be getting confused, but once you will look into this, it's very easy. I'm not doing anything, just I'm doing here and there to make it more readable. So get bookers and KUNRG, select KUNRG bookers from this, right, and putting it over here. But this will be again what? Local, right? Because this declaration will be local, so it will create a problem. So what I will do that, you know, it will this make it global, so it will not create a problem. Make it global, so it will not create a problem. So for that purpose, you will have to define, then there is no other way. You'll have to define this. There is no other way. Okay, or else you'll have to keep it outside. okay, in beginning. So if you keep it here in beginning, if you don't use this perform, if you don't use this subroutine, your work will be done. So what will be done? Because if you are putting it outside of this subroutine here, that means in the main program, so it will declared as global. And if it is global, here also it will be understood, this ls underscore kv energy, it will be understood, there is no problem, right? There is no problem here also. Here we are not using, so there is no problem, right? So at both the places it will be understood, right? So here you can see that. And this kv energy, right? This kv energy, this you can remove from here now, right? This you can remove here, just the getting seller address specific things we can keep it, right? Just go back, and that code, that part of the code I will write inside this bill to address. Okay, control V, right? Remove this size of RC and all is also not required now because select query I have commented, right? This ls underscore big, this ls, don't get confused, this ls is now you can make it better name gs global, it has been now global, okay? Because here we have declared global gs, so I'm going to mark it as a gs. Here also we'll have to correct, okay? So naming convention and all plays very important role. It will make your program readable or more understandable, okay? If you want to make it more modularized, right, you will have to declare these two field into a structure, global structure, right? And then only will be able to put inside this select query inside this, and you will be able to access, okay? You will be able to access, or you'll have to use the parameter with subroutine with parameter, okay? So either of the two things you will have to put if you want to make it more modularized. So this part you can do yourself. I would like you to get it modularized, put into a subroutine, okay? Put into a subroutine, try to do this, put into a subroutine and get it executed, okay? Because at this point of time if I put no, it will give the error, it will give the error, because the scope of this one will be local only, so at many places it will not be understood. You can see that it's starting giving the error, okay? Not able to understand. That's why I'm making that declaration as a global. Making this declaration as a global here. So if you write this select query over here, because at the rate data here we are writing in the global only, so it will become your global in the main program. Hope it's clear. And for today, let's stop over here. If you have some query over here, please feel free, or else tomorrow we will see the remaining part of this smart form. Once the smart form is completed, we will be looking into the Adobe form, the very hot topic nowadays, the Adobe form, okay? And meanwhile, I would recommend you to go and watch out all those videos for the ALE IDOC. You will be able to understand now at this point of time many stuff, okay? ALE IDOC, here you can go this ALE IDOC. These are all my videos. So in beginning itself it is showing, you can search ALE IDOC Pankaj and you can go through the the playlist. There are 7 videos you will be able to understand about the ALE IDOC. So part 1, part 2, you can go to somewhere, you can go to the playlist, you can go to my channel. this is. So you can watch out all this video. All these videos you can watch. It's a very important to understand nowadays SAP LEIDOC. So please watch all these videos whenever you get the time, as soon as possible. So, and in your resume you can mention LEIDOC. After watching this video, okay, you can mention LEIDOC also, because these are the only basic things which we are supposed to cover. Okay. And once you get command in this, certainly we'll be able to give the answer of all the questions from the ALE IDOC. Almost all the question will be able to give the answer. Okay, so you can tell that you have the basic understanding, the basic working experience in the ALE IDOC, and you can do the basic things. Okay, so only such kind of things only comes into the real project also, and remaining things you will get with the help of experience. Okay, please go through those videos and understand. Now fine, then if you have any question, please feel free to ask, or else we will stop our session over here.
Sir, I've shared you one means basically in a screenshot when I tried to log in with HANA.